No puddles on the ground. No dripping fluids on the underside of engine or transmission. All hoses are in good condition. No leaks. The coolant level. Inspect the coolant reserve or sight glass. If engine is not hot, remove the radiator cap and check for visible coolant level. Water pump. Gear driven. Operating properly. No damage or leaks and mounted securely. Air compressor. Gear driven. Operating properly. No damage or leaks. Mounted securely. Power steering pump. Gear driven. Operating properly. No damage or leaks and mounted securely. Alternator. Belt driven. With a snugness up to 3/4 inch at the center of belt. Operating properly. No damage and mounted securely. Oil level. Indicate oil dipstick location. Oil is within safe operating range, above refill mark. Power steering hose. No fluid leaks or damage to the hose or couplings. Power steering box and hoses. Securely mounted or mounted securely. Not leaking. Not missing nuts, bolts, or cotter keys. No fluid leaks or damage to the power steering hose or couplings. Power steering linkage. Arm, links, and rods not worn or cracked. Joints and sockets not worn or loose. No missing nuts, bolts, or cotter keys. Leaf springs are not missing, shift, cracked, or broken. Torque arms are not damaged and are mounted securely. Air ride suspensions has no damage or leaks. Spring hangers are not cracked or broken and secured to the vehicle's frame. Bushings are not missing, damaged, and secured to the vehicle's frame. U-bolts are not broken, loose, or missing and secured to the vehicle's frame and axles. Shock absorbers are secure with no leaks and mounted to the vehicle's frame. Slack adjusters are not broken, loose, or missing any parts. Push rods should move no more than 1 inch with brakes released when pulled by hand. Brake chambers are not leaking, cracked, or dented and mounted securely. Brake hoses, lines, and couplings are not cracked, worn, or leaking. Drum brake is not cracked, dented, or holed. Drum brakes not cracked, dented, or hold, loose or missing bolts. No contaminants such as debris, oil, or grease. Brake lining should not be worn dangerously thin. Rims are not damaged or bent. Rims do not have any signs of welding repairs. Tread depth should be a minimum of 4 32 on steering axles, 2 32 on all other tires. Tire condition treads is evenly worn, no cuts or damage to the tread or sidewalls. Valve caps and stems are not missing, broken, or damaged. Tire inflation is 90 through 100 psi using a tire gauge. Hub oil seal and axles not leaking. Oil level is adequate. If available, check hub oil sight glass. Lug nuts, bolt holes, present, free of cracks, distortions, no signs of looseness such as rust trails or shiny threads. Bolt holes are not cracked or distorted. Spacers or bud spacing, not bent, damaged, or rusted through. Spacing evenly centered. Tires are evenly separated. Splash guards and mud flaps, not damaged and mounted securely. Wipers. Wiper arms and blades are secure, not damaged and operating smoothly. Clearance lights. Red on the rear, amber elsewhere. Headlights, tail lights, backing lights, turn signals, four-way flasher, brake lights, red reflectors on rear and amber reflectors elsewhere. Reflector tape, red and white. It's also clean and functional. Windshield, clean, no damage, no obstruction, no illegal stickers. Doors, not damaged, open and closed properly. Hinges are secured with seals attached. Mirrors are clean and adjusted properly. Mirror brackets are not damaged, mounted securely with no loose fittings. Fuel tanks and straps. Fuel tanks are securely mounted. Straps are not loose. Rubber lining is in place. Tanks is not damaged. No leaks from the tanks or the fuel lines. Fuel tank caps are secure and tight. Drive shaft is not bent or cracked. Couplings are secure and free of foreign objects. Exhaust system is not damaged or any signs of leaks such as rust or carbon soot. Exhaust system is also connected tightly and mounted securely. There are no cracks, broken welds, or damage to holes or longitudinal frame members, cross members of the frame. Air and electrical lines. Air lines has no air leaks. Electrical lines are not cut, shaped, spliced, or worn thin. Steel braid is not showing through. The air lines and electrical lines are not tangled, pinched, or dragging against any tractor parts. Steps and catwalks are solid and clear of objects and securely mounted to the frame. Mounting bolts are not loose or missing. Mounting brackets, clamps, bolts, or nuts. Locking jaw is fully closed around the kingpin. Fifth wheel skid plate is properly lubricated, securely mounted to the platform frame. Bolts and pins are secure and not missing. Locking pins are fully engaged. Fifth wheel is in position so the tractor frame will not strike the landing gear or tractor. Platform. Check for cracks or breaks in the platform structures which support the fifth wheel skid plate. Make sure the release arm is in engaged position and the safety latch is in place. Kingpin is not bent. Apron is not bent, cracked, or broken. No gap between the fifth wheel skid plate or trailer apron. Air connectors and rubber seals are in good condition. Glad hands are locked in place, free of damage or air leaks. Electrical plug is firmly seated and locked in place. Check for area of enclosed trailer for signs of damage such as crack, bulges, or holes to the header board. Landing gear is fully raised, no missing parts. Crank handle is secure and the support frame is not damaged. Doors are not damaged. Check that doors open and close and latch properly. Rubber seals intact. Check that ties, chains, and lifts are secure. There should be no crack, broken welds, holes, or any other damage to the frame. Make sure that the release arm is secure and the locking pins are locked in place when dealing with the trailer tandem release arm and locking pins.